Hello friend, this is Jimmy from Can Have an Immigration Canada. We are in the business of immigration since 2013 and all of our consultants are member of CICC. They are all in good standing and working with the IRCC since 2013. Our headquarters are in Alberta and we're helping clients across the globe, whether you are here in Canada as a business owner or you are an individual who's looking to fulfill your immigration needs, and or you want to bring your family here to Canada, or you are outside and trying to send up an application for your LMIA work permit or for permanent residency, or you're applying for parents and grandparents application for sponsorship, your spouse sponsorship, open work permits, closed work permits, anything related to immigration, we do it all. This video is regarding the specialized LMIA application. We're trying to understand and how to apply for those applications we're going to discuss in this video. As you guys all know, LMIA is needed when a company is needed to hire a temporary foreign worker within Canada. However, uh, there are certain rules and regulation. Every employer has to follow those rules and regulation and apply the application according to that. But there are 6 specialized applications that employer can avail depending on their circumstances around the foreign workers hiring program, depending on the business need. These specialized applications have their own set of eligibility criteria, processing times, allowance, and the requirement. Let's start with the express entry. The first specialized LMIA goes under the express entry. This special application is for employers who want to support their temporary foreign worker application for the permanent residence program. Under this system, employer help to sponsor their employee who are already residing legally in Canada as a temporary resident. So they might gain the necessary 1 year of full-time work experience and will be able to apply for the permanent residency through the express entry system of program. However, you guys all know Quebec has their own uh, Quebec experience program. The employers have to do the application a little bit different than the federal LMA program for rest of the country. The second stream comes to be GTS, the Global Talent Stream, which is highly popular among the IT companies or tech support. The GTS is a special program for the immigration that is reserved for skilled foreign workers. They have skills in technology or STEM, science, technology, engineering, and the mathematics field. These workers have a skill set extremely in demand and scarce in Canada. Scarce in Canada, like there is a shortage of those skills in order to be considered for this category. These temporary foreigner also classified as the highest wage earner under NOC A or B, with the annual salaries minimum of 80,000. It can go up to 150,000 or even more. Under the global talent stream, companies can only apply for longer employment duration up to 3 years and must submit an LMA application demonstrating how the practices of the specific company applying will have an overall positive impact on the Canadian labor market. So this one is for the global talent stream. Majority of these applications are being processed after you receive your LMI. The work permit application are being processed in 2 to 3 weeks maximum. There was a little delay in the past, but now 80% or more applications are getting done on time. Let's say the third one is in the LMIA in Quebec. As you guys all know, Quebec has its own separate program to control the economic immigration to its province, known as the Regular Skilled Worker Program, QSWP. LMIAs will therefore be submitted to the Service Canada and the Quebec Immigration Ministry simultaneously. At the time of submitting the application, they have some prioritized certain occupation and suspended minimum advertisement requirement for those roles. So Quebec is very easy. There is no 30 days requirement for the advertisement for submission of LMIA application to Service Canada. So that's again a benefit for the employer. They can simply submit the application and get the decision very quickly. The next category come for academics. Uh, Academics are defined as an individual with at least one postgraduate degree who earn the majority of their income through teaching or conducting research work as an employee of university college in Canada. If this criteria is met, certain professions can even work in Canada without employer, and also they don't need an LMIA, while certain others will not need a work permit either if they have been under these categories. The citizens of United States, St. Pierre, and Greenland may apply for work permit at the port of entry in Canada if they need it to be. Another category for specialized LMIA comes for the agriculture worker, created for the workers in the primary agriculture field. This program allows temporary foreign worker to work in Canada as agriculture worker in the farm, nursery, or the greenhouse. From January 12th, 2022 to June the 30th, 2023, Service Canada has suspended the minimum advertisement requirement again, as same in the Quebec, making it easier for the companies to hire foreign worker in this field. And often these positions are for the low wage positions and no the low NOC categories, and to immigration for the permanent residents may be impacted as a result, but there are certain pilot programs that are available for these categories as of now for the agriculture workers, for also to put the application for permanent residents. Last but not the least is the for the caregiver. Under this temporary foreign worker program, families can hire live-in caregiver for children under the age of 18, and for the people with the higher medical needs who are 65 years old or more, or people with a disability, chronic or terminal illness. The eligible occupations under this are nurses, home support worker, live-in caregiver, and the personal care attendant. Workers under this program need to provide care on the full-time basis for the person who they are getting hired for, work in the private household where the care is being provided, and the requirements must be met set by the Service Canada or and IRCC. So in these cases, there are the time period for these specialized LMIA is very short under these categories, and majority of them are having no requirement for the advertisement also, except a couple of them. And the processing time for the work permit under these categories is really high. So these are some of the specialized categories for LMIA where you guys can get help and get your work permit and LMIA application approved really quick. So that was a little update from our side. I'll keep you guys updated if there'll be anything else comes up. Till then, you guys all have a good day. Thank you.